When the vet pulled back the blanket, she froze. The delivery table was covered in tiny, motionless forms, but these weren't ordinary puppies. One blinked, another opened its eyes, and the vet's blood ran cold. What Luna, the German Shepherd, had given birth to would change everything she believed about nature. Before we start, make sure to hit like and subscribe. And really, I'm curious, where are you watching from? Drop your country name in the comments. I love seeing how far our stories travel. The clock on the clinic wall ticked toward midnight. Dr. Emily Carter was finishing paperwork, the soft hum of machines her only company. It had been a quiet night until the clinic door burst open. A man stumbled in, soaked from the rain, clutching a trembling German Shepherd in his arms. "Please," he gasped, breathless. "She's in labor. I found her by the road. She needs help." Emily's instincts took over. She cleared the table, gently laid the dog down, and felt her abdomen. Strong contractions, rapid heartbeat. "Hang in there, girl," she murmured. The dog's name tag read Luna, though the metal was scratched like someone had tried to erase it. Emily frowned but focused on her breathing, her calm voice filling the room. She had no idea that what was about to unfold that night would challenge everything she knew about life, nature, and science. Emily slipped on her gloves and positioned herself beside Luna, whose breathing had grown rapid and uneven. The air felt heavy, thick with anticipation. "It's okay, sweetheart," she whispered, stroking Luna's fur as the first contraction hit. Moments later, a tiny whimper broke through the silence. The first puppy was here, but as Emily lifted it gently, her brow furrowed. Its coat shimmered strangely under the fluorescent light, almost silver with eyes that opened far too early. Puppies didn't do that. Still, she shook off the thought and wrapped it in a towel. The next few came quickly, 3, then 4, then 5. Each one different. One had eyes 2 different colors, another had a thick, spotted coat unlike any she'd ever seen. Emily exchanged glances with her assistant. "Genetic variation," she muttered under her breath, though her tone lacked conviction. Luna whimpered again, her muscles tightening. Emily steadied herself for the next birth, but deep down, an uneasy thought took root. Something about this litter wasn't natural, and though she didn't know it yet, this was only the beginning of a night she would never forget. Emily's gloved hands moved quickly, sweat forming along her brow. Luna was exhausted, her body trembling with each contraction. "You're doing great, girl," Emily whispered, her voice calm but her pulse racing. Another puppy slid into her hands, then another, 5, 6, 7. Emily froze, disbelief creeping in. German Shepherds rarely gave birth to more than 10 puppies. Yet Luna wasn't stopping. The contractions kept coming, fierce and unrelenting. "This isn't possible," Emily muttered, glancing at the clock. The delivery had been going on for nearly an hour. 10, 12, 14. Her assistant gasped. "Dr. Carter, look at this one." Emily turned and her heart skipped. The 15th puppy was smaller than the rest, its fur almost translucent under the clinic lights. It didn't cry, didn't move, just stared. Wide, unblinking eyes, too aware, too human. Emily's hands trembled as she lifted it. The room felt colder, quieter. Luna whimpered weakly, nuzzling the strange newborn. Emily's breath caught in her throat. "What are you?" she whispered. Morning sunlight crept through the clinic blinds, casting pale streaks across the room. Emily hadn't slept. Luna rested beside her newborns, the strange litter nestled together in a blanket-lined crate. Some slept peacefully, others didn't. The smallest one, the one with the glassy eyes, watched Emily, unblinking as if studying her. Uneasy, she gathered hair and saliva samples from each puppy and sent them to the lab. Hours later, her phone buzzed. It was the lab technician, his voice shaky. "Dr. Carter, you need to see these results." Emily stared at the report. Her stomach dropped. Each puppy had a different father. That was biologically impossible. She leaned closer to Luna, brushing back her fur, and froze. A faint tattoo on the inside of her ear. E917X, not a shelter mark. A code. Curiosity turned to dread. Emily searched online, tracing the code to a long-shut research facility, one infamous for illegal breeding and gene manipulation. Her heart pounded as she whispered, "Luna, what did they do to you?" Outside, thunder rumbled in the distance as if warning her. Emily didn't yet realize the people behind those experiments weren't finished. That night, the clinic was silent, too silent. Rain pattered softly against the windows as Emily checked on Luna and the puppies. Most slept soundly, but Luna was restless, her ears twitching, her eyes darting toward the door as if she sensed something Emily couldn't. Emily tried to reassure her. "It's okay, girl. You're safe now." But then, headlights flashed across the front window. 2 black SUVs idled in the parking lot. No one got out, her phone buzzed. A new message flashed on the screen from an unknown number. "Return the subjects. You have something that doesn't belong to you." Emily's blood ran cold. She quickly locked the doors, turned off the lights, and grabbed the crate of puppies. Luna whimpered, limping beside her. The smallest pup blinked up at Emily, its gaze sharp, almost knowing. Footsteps echoed outside. A faint knock. Then another, harder this time. Emily held her breath, clutching Luna close. She could hear voices, low, mechanical, commanding. Whoever they weren't here to help. Her heart pounded as she whispered to the trembling dog, "We have to hide. Now." Emily huddled in the storage room, Luna and the puppies beside her. The faint hum of the clinic's refrigerator masked her shaky breathing. She needed answers, fast. Pulling out her laptop, she searched deeper into the records linked to Luna's tattoo code. After several dead ends, a hidden archive finally opened. Her eyes widened. Documents, test reports, photos, Project Chimera. Classified government research. Scientists had been splicing genetic material from multiple species to engineer super canines with advanced intelligence and adaptability. Luna wasn't just a test subject, she was the prototype. Each puppy had been implanted with a different DNA sequence. Wolf, fox, even primate. And the last one, the smallest, contained something far more complex. Human neural DNA. Emily's hands trembled. Luna looked up at her, exhausted, eyes pleading. Suddenly, the power flickered. A loud crash echoed from the front of the clinic. They'd found her. Emily scooped up the crate, whispering, "I won't let them take you." As she turned to run, the smallest puppy met her gaze again and blinked slowly, deliberately, as if understanding every word she said. Emily froze. For the first time, she wasn't sure who was saving whom. Weeks later, the clinic stood empty, hidden behind boarded windows. Emily had relocated Luna and the puppies to a quiet farmhouse far from town. Under her care, they grew strong, playful, and healthy. But one, the smallest one, was different. It watched Emily's every move, eyes bright with awareness far beyond its age. One morning, as Emily prepared their food, she felt a gentle tug on her sleeve. The tiny pup sat beside her, head tilted, then it opened its mouth. And in a soft, trembling sound that wasn't quite a bark, whispered, "Ma, Ma." Emily dropped the bowl. Silence. If this story gave you chills, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. More unbelievable true-style stories are coming soon. Turn on the bell so you never miss one.